Well, for those of us who remember Noah Wiley's award-winning role as Dr. John Carter on the hit series ER, you're going to love that he's back in Scrubs, starring a whole new drama called The Pitt.
Well, Noah, it is such an honor to be able to chat with you today. You're here with us in Denver, so thank you so much for being here. We appreciate it.
Pleasure. Lovely to be here.
Awesome. So, okay, The Pitt is a real-time drama. This is so awesome. Each hour-long episode is 1 hour in your character, Dr. Robbie's shift at the hospital. This is such a great show. So many people are going to be so excited to be able to watch. How does that aspect impact your performance as an actor when it comes to being, an hour in the life of? How does that impact you?
It's more that it's spoiled me. I really like shooting in real time because we come to work and we tell about 8 pages worth of our story, and then we basically put the whole thing on lockdown, and then we go home and we come back the next day and we all wear the same clothes and everything's exactly where we left it. We tell the next 8 pages of storytelling, and it lends itself really well to being able to stay in continuity and keeping in pace with the character. Sometimes you have to shoot these scenes all out of order, and that's an extra sort of difficulty, but the real-time aspect has been actually one of the most fun parts of this.
That's actually really cool too, to be able to come back and kind of pick up where you left off is really special and unique. So I want to talk about Dr. Robbie's biggest challenge within himself. I'm sure that's something that we're going to be able to learn throughout the season as well. But what do you think has been the biggest challenge within himself?
I will add to that last answer that it was very hard to go home for 2 weeks over Christmas and come back the exact same weight that I left before the Christmas break. We're a bit like Disney princesses. We can't gain a pound, we can't lose a pound, we can't get a tan, can't get a tattoo, can't get a haircut. We have to stay exactly as we are for about 6 months. That's been challenging on the acting front. Robbie's biggest challenge is that today is the 5-year anniversary of the death of his mentor, who he had to pull the plug on during the height of COVID to use a life-saving device on another patient who had a better chance of survival, and then everybody had a bad outcome. So he's having a really bad day and probably shouldn't have come to work today. But everybody's having a bad day today, and we get to experience all of that with him.
Wow, that's incredible. And obviously so many of us can put ourselves in those sorts of situations too through Dr. Robbie's character and be able to kind of play it out with you, which is really unique and special about this show. I want to talk to you about your supporting cast members. Who would you say is kind of the one to watch for your support?
I think that there's about 5 to watch. I feel very much like a sort of Trojan horse that maybe people recognize, but I'm only being used as a delivery system to usher in all this young and new talent into your living rooms. And this is an incredibly talented cast, a really dynamic cast, varying degrees of experience, but every one of them hit the ground running. And in a lot of ways, we're way more adept at picking up the terminology and the procedures than any of us were back in the old days. But Patrick Ball is terrific, Garen Howell is terrific, Shabina Aziz is terrific, Issa Briones is terrific, Taylor Dearden is terrific. They're all ones to watch.
Amazing. Well, Noah, I know that this is so special for so many of us watching because for you, this is a return to a medical show. And that's after successes in sci-fi and crime drama, fantasy. You've kind of done it all, which is so incredible. What drew you to this show in particular?
Initially, it was a magnetic pull to work with John Wells again and to work with Scott Gemmell again, like 2 men that I worked with on ER and who I have the utmost respect for. So we, I think, have all gone on and done other things in our career with, had really good times and done good work, but hadn't really replicated what we felt that we had been able to create 30 years ago since. And so it was sort of an experiment to see whether or not we could touch that again, that third rail of something that felt very relevant and very exciting and fostered a sense of buy-in among the cast and crew that really was unique. and we managed to do it. I think I give John the most credit because I think it starts from the top. But the fact that we've gone through a pandemic and we've gone through a 192-day labor strike, people are really grateful for the opportunity to work and to work in the city in which they live. So this was a charmed job from the beginning. We've all had a really good time doing it.
Incredible. Well, Noah, we're really excited to see you in Scrubs again. Before I let you go, you already mentioned, having to stay in your Disney princess era here for you. But if you could indulge, what do you think is like your number one indulgement snack for people at home that are watching and they're like, I'm going to get a plate of whatever Noah is his favorite snack. What do you say?
Oh my goodness, you're putting me on this.
It's a good one.
I have a sweet tooth. My wife is a salty tooth, so you'll find both in ample supply in our house. We have an embarrassingly large candy drawer that is so full. All right, I'll tell you right off the bat. I got turned on to Welch's jelly beans recently.
Ooh.
And it is a monkey I can't get off my back. They are amazing array of flavors. They're really tangy. And if you like jelly beans, who knew? Welch's. It's really strong.
I love that. I'm a jelly bean fiend, so I'm all for it. So I cannot wait to get a whole bag of Welch's and watch the Pitt with the family. It's so awesome.
I have a feeling I'm going to get a whole bag of Welch's too.
There you go. I'm sorry, I ruined the Disney princess, the vibe for you. So if it's on me, you can blame me. It's okay.
I'll make sacrifices in other areas for my jelly beans.
There you go. Noah, thank you so much. We cannot wait to see you in the Pitt. We appreciate it.
I hope you enjoy it. I really think you will. Thank you so much for having me on.
And full disclosure, we did actually try to get Welch's for the segment today. It wouldn't be delivered in time, but I hear that those jelly beans are really good, so I can't wait to try them. But you can watch new episodes of The Pitt. That's Thursdays on Max.